Neon white.
Alright, it's time for part 7 of this series. I got 10 more amethysts by scrounging around for levels that I could do, and I found them. I also took the time to improve on some levels I've already shown, which I've displayed here. Let's not waste any more time and get straight to the clips, starting with... Let's start off with trying to get a chapter sweep, since I only have 3 levels left. While I thought I was going hardest to easiest this time, this level was actually a lot easier to amethyst than I initially thought. I had a pretty good time grinding this level, as it was fun getting the Purify boost, with the addition of not needing perfect boost to get the medal. I thought the first Purify boost was going to be difficult, but if you place the bomb in the corner, you have a much larger area to shoot at. The same thing goes for the early bonk, but a bomb close to the ceiling and a prepared movement makes it consistent. The last Purify boost can be better, you can get a lot more boost off the long bomb, and the angle of the ground bomb can be better. I was surprised how good of a level it was, and it was a sign that I was improving at the game. This level turned out to be a lot harder than Purify Traversal. The start was weird, not knowing what angles or what timing to use the fireball to get the grounded boost. The middle section was fine, although it's possible to miss the first fireball card by getting too good of a boost, and the barrel needed to have good spacing to get a good boost while also collecting the card. The end is weird and boring, the initial boost being easy to miss, and the last boost having a tricky spacing. I didn't know of the other small route modifications that have since been developed, so if I want to go for it in the future, which is possible but will be a difficult grind, I have some leeway. Finally, we have this level, which did in fact turn out to be the easiest of the 3 left. There are many different routes you can take, which ended with basically the same time, but I went with what I thought was the easiest possible route. The ledge is hard to spot and harder to land on, but as long as you space out your elevators correctly and not hit any of the geometry on the way there, it should be fine. The Ascent was a lot harder, not only because it's hard to judge when to use the first elevate to collect the other cards, but also because your spacing needs to be pretty good to land on the platform and not have to do any weird adjustments. The short and simple nature, however, made these tricks bearable and thus made the level fun. And with that, there is the chapter sweep. Red side quests span every card, so knowledge of every card, with the possible exception of the Book of Life, is needed. I'm a big fan of side quests and really like these levels, and I'm sure that there is at least one level in the set that anyone can say they enjoy.
I just keep getting better and better.
I played this level because I wanted to improve my time and had a lot more fun playing it than I expected. Obviously, the aiming was very difficult, and I started out with aiming at 4 targets, which was extremely inconsistent. Switching to 3 targets and saving the last one for later made it even more fun. Some of the other demons, like a select few of the balloons or any of the barnacles, can be hard to hit and annoying when you miss them. The Amethyst metal is also made or broken by the rockets at the end, which need to be used extremely quickly in order to get a good time.
I just keep getting better and better.
Looking to do one of the Chapter 9 levels, this is one of the simpler levels in that chapter, so I decided to go with this one. The start is weird with the bullet and flint boost, and I don't feel like I'll ever get the optimal start to this level. The aiming afterwards is tight but manageable, just to make sure you know when the timing is to move forward into the corridor. Picking up the fireball and ammo cards is manageable as well, although the time taken needs to be cut down if you want to go faster. Hitting more targets with the elevate can make it go even faster, but I'm not there yet and it isn't necessary for the Amethyst. The ending is pretty easy, just make sure that you jump earlier than you want to. Overall, I would say this is a pretty easy level for the late game, and it's mostly fun, but can get annoying at times.
I just keep getting better.
This level is fairly easy because it's a Chapter 3 level, but it also has its moments. For example, the barrel near the end is hard to both collect the Godspeed and discard it into the Jock. I prefer to shoot the Jock twice so I can continue the level without needing the perfect ending, but I don't think it was necessary since the fastest runs would naturally kill the Jock. The ending is also very weird, since you can reach the end goal much slower than in any other level, and you can go lower than you think. I don't really have much else to say about the level, it's not really one of the levels that I think about that often. I paired this level with Sprint because I hadn't played either of them in a while and thought I could get the Amethysts on, which I was correct on. This level is very bullet boost dependent, needing bullet boosts everywhere throughout the level, and the ending bullet boost can really make or break a good time. Aiming in the hole with the stomp guard was probably the hardest part that wasn't the boosts. This is the only other level where my current PB was done during the Joker tournament. It was against Marissa, who became the runner-up in the tournament, and this level was the only level of 4 that I won. The audio levels were turned down since I was on a call, but have been changed to match everything else. Overall, I'm getting pretty good with the bullet boost, so this was a fun level to play.
I just keep getting better and better.
Let's get this out of the way first. I'd like to thank whoever made the alternative route to get the Amethyst, because I wouldn't have gotten it without using this route. Obviously, bullet boosts are needed, but jumping the gap and hitting the demons with the elevate is not something that I want to do. Because of that, I had a lot of fun playing the level that I otherwise wouldn't have. The initial jump off the ringer is weird, but sloping up makes it consistent. The hardest bullet boost to get was the ringer next to the balloons, as it never felt like I got a good boost off of it. The ringers killed with the elevate were tight, but practice made it consistent. You can go very fast at the end, and that's what I did.
keep getting better and better.
With the sprint and mountain combo, this is another pair of levels that I hadn't visited in a while and thought I could get the Amethysts for. I'd gotten somewhat close before, but it was a painful grind getting everything. The bullet boosts at the start were inconsistent and once again left me feeling very slow. I couldn't quite get the timing down for the next two ringers, so they also produced inconsistent results. Firing 3 shots to the faraway ringer seems unconventional, but helps with the ending a lot and doesn't lose that much time. The Jock Fireball discard was the final annoying part, as the boosts obtained from the ringers made the angle needed slightly different every time. Honestly, it was probably harder to get than ringer was, and definitely a much more painful grind as well.
I just keep getting better and better.
While this is the third Chapter 5 level in a row, this is not a chapter sweep. There are still a couple of levels left. I wasn't sure what level to do here, but the tutorial made for this level convinced me to do this. The hardest part of the level is obviously the water boost and ringer boost back to back, which I did by precise discarding and shooting earlier than I thought. The Phantom is a little weird to hit, but you just need to be close to the bullet. I still don't quite understand when to discard the Godspeed for the water boost and subsequent fireball discard, but I still got it regardless. Overall, it can be a little annoying at times, but this level is fun to play. And with that, we are done with this volume. You may have not noticed, but we're finally getting to the release of part 1 of this series, meaning we are finally catching up to the present day. Getting more Amethysts becomes exponentially harder with each video, but this challenge is still on, and since I've gotten more Amethysts, I'll see you for part 8, and thank you for watching.